We just collected some chairs for the new house. What a good Facebook Marketplace find. I will show you them obviously when we get there. But I am so happy with these. We had a change of plans. We are not taking stuff through because they are collecting the couch tomorrow. Oh, I forgot to give a couch update. Okay, let me grab a seat. We can chat about this. So basically, the couch. We were going to buy the couch at this place because the cat scratched it and it has to be reupholstered. So we said either we can buy it or we can get it reupholstered because obviously it's our fault that it scratched. But it was custom made for this lounge and like for this living space, and it's also a sleeper. So in terms of like renting the apartment out and short-term let and that sort of thing, it fits the landlady better if she can keep it here. So unfortunately it is going to be reupholstered and stay here, and we will need to get a couch. But I'm not that upset about it, to be honest, because I think it might actually have been too big and chunky for the new lounge, and also that living space isn't as sunny and light and bright. Well, I don't know, when we were there it was a rainy day, but still it doesn't feel as like, this one is very bright. It doesn't feel as much like that. So I think it would be better to have a lighter one, and also so that the cat hair doesn't show as much, because this one I have to brush like 2 or 3 times a day and it just gets a bit maintenance heavy. So yeah, we'll probably land up investing in something in the new year. Fingers crossed for massive January furniture sales or something. I don't know. We'll have to see. So the plan for now, basically figure out what's packed, what's not packed. Make some kind of neat pile area, something. Clear space for the guys doing the couch, or that might be done tomorrow. But the place in general needs to feel less like a bum hit. I will show you what I mean in a sec. It is overwhelming, to say the least. It is not a comfortable space right now. And then have dinner and I guess try that sleeping thing again. Let's see how it goes. Check, you can see my neighbor behind me. That's so weird. I don't think I've ever noticed that. These are the new chairs. They were extremely cheap. And I'm going to pull these cushions off because they just look terrible. But that is what they look like. A minute ago, Frank was there, Phoebe was there. And they were fighting over who gets to be on which chair. Thankfully, these are going to live outside, so that won't be a common thing. And also, I think the lady has pets, because it was from Marketplace. Because all 3 of them were going crazy over the cushions. So they're very happy. Shame. Maybe they should be inside chairs. Look at how cute and happy she is. Are you happy, Phoebe Jane? Are you a happy little kitty? Oh, yeah, I feel you, girl. I feel you. This is all stuff to move in the bedroom. This is all stuff to move in the passage. And then that's all stuff to move. All of this has got to be out the way for the couch, guys. That's all stuff to move. That's all stuff to pack. It is, yeah, it's a lot. No judgments, please, as well. Moving is not a pretty process. sit down for dinner. Just excuse the state. Oh, it says more light required. Well, I live in South Africa, friend. We can't get more light. It's about to be load shedding. I just want to show you this situation with one of my teddies. Just hold on a sec. So, most nights, we do something funny with Bunny. Because we are children. And Fawn's smiling funny. Do that smile again. Whoa, you look so creepy with the light. Anyway, tonight, Bunny is dressed in my clothes. And Bunny has a Christmas hat on. So this was or was not Vaughn's doing. Because Bunny does these things on his own.
Wasn't me.
All I know is I went to the kitchen to pack. And I got a photo from Vaughn saying Bunny's wearing my clothes. This little one and her messy Bessie little face. She literally looks like she's been eating sweeties all day. It's only the early morning. Yes, sister?
Is Winchester featuring in a vlog?
Yeah, she's the main star of the channel. Lift your chin. Lift your chin. Chin up. Come
No,
on.
obviously she's
Chin
not
up.
doing it.
Chin up. Oh, that's a good girl. She is the cutest little thing to brush. Look at that. Please don't try to kill me. Anyway, I've just had breakfast as you saw, and I decided against cereal. I don't know why I woke up, I had a massive craving for peanut butter toast. Also love this for me and love this for me. This is working. I'm matching Winchester from the other vlog. As you can hear, Vaughn's busy making breakfast. I'm gonna get, what?
Scavenging, I've had breakfast already.
Oh, it's only 9:10. That kettle's probably gonna be mad loud. Anyway, I just had the vacuum cleaner on. If you don't have one of those, I would say, if you can, try to save up. We've got the Xiaomi boxes just fell on Winchester's head. Empty ones, don't worry. She's fine. Anyway, we've got the Xiaomi, I can't remember what the thing is, but it's like a basic one, and it is so worth it. I'm gonna get ready to do some work, and then the couch guys are coming to fetch it at 12:30. So I'm definitely gonna have to take a few breaks to just get things out of the way on this side, because it's still like fully decorated and looking normal, like nothing's happening. So I'm gonna crack on with that. Maybe I should do that first. Anyway, you'll see which order it happens in, because I am going to debate now and look at what needs to be done, and then we'll likely just time lapse whatever I choose. So I heard a crash bang, and somebody had knocked over the empty boxes. And now it's become a Winchester and Phoebe playground. And I don't have the heart to kick them off to move them. So I've just been stepping over them. I have just come out of the most deep hyperfocus ever. Feel like I've come up like in another planet. And I actually feel ready for a nap. Basically, I was fixing audio of something and I got like really into it and like got really in the zone, and it was 25 minutes of audio, so it took about maybe an hour, and I was just like zoning in, like nothing existed outside of that computer screen. But the downside is now I feel like I've used my mental capacity for a while. The guys are coming to fetch the couch. I'll show you what it's looking like. So the lounge is pretty empty. This is pretty empty too, minus my carrots, which I just grabbed from the fridge out of pure laziness because I don't feel like making a decision. Today, what I really want to do, that I'm fighting the urge hard, is taking stuff to the new house, and especially like my plants and stuff, and putting them all in the garden, and like setting up my little seating area that I got the chairs for yesterday. Just like being in a quiet, empty space. But the painter is still there, so it won't be that quiet. Because I was just like, while I was saying that, I was literally thinking like, why didn't I just pack up my stuff and go there and work from there? I took a chair there, I could, but he's still there, and I don't really want to be there on my own with that, going at like the noise and whatever. So I'm just going to stick it out here. Yeah. My brain can't think of anything else I wanted to say. So I'm going to have some food. I'm going to wash my face and take a tablet and maybe have a nice strong cup of tea, and then I'll come back. I've got this thing in my hair because today is just not a day for baby hairs being in my face. My haircut's on Saturday and I can't wait because it's starting to get unruly now, and that's why it's tied up all the time. The couch is gone and there is so much dust and it's so echoey. Let me show you. Big old empty space. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the dining table there so that this main workspace is open, and then it'll just feel a lot less like cluttered and hectic, I'm hoping, because the dining table right now is swamped with stuff, and it's like cluttered house, cluttered mind is the feeling I'm feeling right now. So I'm going to do that while I'm on a short lunch break, and then probably do another little bit of focus time and see what we can take to the house this evening, and if it's going to be possible to take stuff this evening, because we're both snowed under with work in a good way. This is the end result. That's for the cats to climb up to the windowsill, because otherwise they're going to go crazy. And I'm not going to bother to sweep, because when we move this, there's going to be even more dust. So it doesn't make sense to. So I'm just about to dive back into work for the day. So I thought I'd wrap up the vlog with two thoughts. One, this is a bad angle. That wasn't thought one. It's just so echoey in here. Let me just take you to the bedroom. That sounded weird. Not in that way. Get your mind out the gutter. Okay, fan off. Let's chat. I'm gonna need you to ignore whatever you can see behind. So, one, I finished the book. How do I put this? I I don't think I'm the target. I don't want someone who enjoys a romance to feel bad, because I'm sure there are people who can't think of anything worse than to read a thriller or, you know, something really dark. I just think, like, I find romances a bit boring, personally. The predictability means that I just find myself struggling to get through. Because, actually, maybe I haven't spoken about this yet. So, I am a writer. That is my actual job. I write about crime because I'm a journalist, so naturally the path then went to crime. But I'm also a developmental editor for book writers. I'm a developmental editor for book writers, and so I know the arc of the romance, and it just, like, it gets a bit boring to me knowing that it's all gonna be okay in the end. Like, I absolutely love books where there's like a twist right at the end. Like, even if it's kind of light and fluffy but there's a twist, I'm still okay with that. It can be kind of romancy but not like full on. Like, what is her name? One of my favorite authors, Jennifer Nevin. Love her books. Some of them are very, very romancy, but she still like builds in some twists and things. So I like that more. So I found this one a bit boring and a bit predictable, and I mentioned the other day that the guy was like extremely possessive, and that just didn't sit well for me. I didn't like how they painted him as like this dream man, but he gets jealous easily, and I don't like that. I don't think that's what Prince Charming should be. Also, if anyone ever calls someone charming, I'm like, bam, red flag. So yeah, I didn't like that aspect. And I just found like the 50 Shades of Grey sort of chapters very boring. I'm not a prude. Prude? I'm saying I'm a writer, but I can't even think of words. I don't mind. If you want to read that kind of thing, 100% go for it. I just felt like it was very counterintuitive to a book written so recently. Like, he was kind of demeaning and controlling to her. Very like Christian Grey kind of thing. I didn't enjoy that. And I also just felt like it added nothing to the book. This is a bit of a rant, but I just want to be honest. It's the kind of thing that I could have done without. I finished it though because I hate leaving books unfinished, which takes me to my next point. Give me a sec. So I bought this at the airport and I started it on the plane. However, let me read you the first little bit. So the book starts off with a plane crash. We're crashing, there's turbulence, fasten your seatbelts, and the plane crashes, emergency personnel show up. Not the right book to read on a plane when you have a phobia of flying. So I paused it. I was also just finding it very like fluffy and stuff. I generally do love Jodie, but it wasn't my vibe either. But now I feel like maybe I should finish it because otherwise I never will. And I packed all my other books, so what a good chance. Anyway, book rant over. What was the other thing I wanted to say? Oh, I think I might actually be approaching my annual like burnout, because in all honesty, I don't feel like doing anything. I don't feel like watching my favorite YouTubers. I don't feel like reading. I don't feel like doing home decor. I don't feel like painting. I don't even feel like watching Netflix or, you know, like I just feel flat. And I think you can probably tell by the way my voice is like very flat today. Like I'm not very animated. The move is feeling a little bit overwhelming. And naturally it would, because it's like the second most stressful thing to divorce, apparently. But it just feels like between now and Tuesday, there is more to pack than humanly possible. There's more to move than humanly possible. And tomorrow is my last day of work, and I have more work to do than humanly possible. And I am extremely lucky because the people that I work with and for are so understanding, and they would never want me to work myself to death. They are very concerned about like balance and that sort of thing. But for me, for myself, there's stuff that I want to get done so that when Friday rolls around and I'm on leave, I can just relax and not be thinking about tasks building up, because I get a lot of anxiety when I have a to-do list in my head and I can write it down, I can plan it out. It still feels like that constant feeling of like I'm gonna forget something or the ball's gonna drop somewhere, and I don't want that feeling while I'm on holiday. But that's obviously, I have so much anxiety in my chest. It's obviously being built up by like feeling burnt out, working slower than normal, not being focused, thinking about the move, like trying to organize Christmas presents. Yeah. Anyway, that's just a little vent. Well, a long vent. Just thought I'd be like kind of honest about where I'm at, because I don't want it to seem like I don't care about my channel, or like I don't want to do Vlogmas. Like I really, 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 really do. And I am enjoying it. It just feels like I'm burnt out. Honestly, it feels like I'm burnt out. And it kind of feels like, I actually feel like I've got tears. Like I don't want to, no, I can't cry now. It kind of feels like I just need to like be in nature for a couple of hours and then recharge. Like maybe this evening when we take stuff to the house, we can just walk around the little park next to it and just sit on a bench for a bit and stare at nature and have some silence. The irony. Let me pull myself together and get some work done and start filming for tomorrow. I hope that it's a little refreshing if you're also feeling this way. I feel weird being so honest on YouTube, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna post it and I'm gonna see. I'm sure like everyone will be fine and understanding. It's just a bit strange talking to people I don't know about how anxious I am, because the easiest way to sum me up is like Frozen, Let It Go is the song I relate to the most. Like, okay, let's do this. I will see you tomorrow. If you made it to the end, thank you so much. I really appreciate you listening to me. And if you need a good vent, just comment. You can even just comment with a heart or whatever you feel like. I hope that you are doing okay and we're in this together, and it is nearly the end of the year. We can do this. We can do this. We got this. Okay, I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a better day. This too shall pass. What other things can I throw out there? Everything happens for a reason. All right, see you tomorrow. Bye.